What if the thing you think clients want is actually the thing that they're relieved to get rid of? Think about your ideal client for a second. They're busy, they're successful, they've got a job, a family, a life. Their calendar is already chaotic. And you're offering them more calendar commitments. Another Zoom link, another hour they have to block off and show up for. Here's the truth nobody talks about. Your clients don't want more calls on their calendar. Nobody does. Neither do you. They want results. They want help when they're stuck, and they want it in a way that fits their life, not one that adds to the already overwhelming calendar that they look at every single day. In this video, I'm going to show you how to sell coaching without calls and why your clients are actually going to pay more for it. Before I show you how to sell call-free coaching, I need to challenge something you probably believe without realizing you believe it. The assumption is this: coaching requires calls. It's just what clients expect. It's what they're paying for. Without calls, it's not really coaching. It's something less. And this belief is so deep that coaches never even question it. Of course, clients want calls. That's the whole point, right? But let me ask you something. Do you want more calls on your calendar? When someone invites you to a meeting, is your first reaction one of excitement? Are you giddy that you got another calendar invite? Or is it just a quiet sigh as you check your calendar and try to find an hour that works? An hour where life is not going to life. When someone says, let's hop on a quick call, do you think, yes, finally? Or this could have been a DM. This could have been an email. And especially true if you're a parent. You know exactly what I mean. Every call is literally a negotiation. It's finding childcare or finding a window where, well, you're not responsible for pickup or drop off or soccer practice or homework. Calls aren't free. They cost you flexibility you don't have. And here's the thing, your clients, they feel the same way because they're busy, they're successful, and busy and successful people have one thing in common. Their calendars are already full. So when you offer them another call, you're not giving them value. Here's what you're doing. You're giving them another thing to schedule, another commitment to keep, another hour that they have to be somewhere where they probably don't want to be in that hour. Clients don't want calls. That's just what they've been given. It's all they know. Nobody's ever offered them a better way. So if clients don't actually want calls, then what do they want? Let's get really clear on what your clients are actually paying for when they hire a coach. And again, it's not calls. Calls are literally the delivery mechanism. They're not the thing itself. What clients actually want, and you probably know this, is results. Transformation. They want to get from where they are to where they want to be, and as fast and painless as possible. And what do they need from you to get those results? Access, your expertise. They need you to see their situation and understand their challenge and ultimately show them and guide them through the path forward. They need help when they're stuck, not 3 days from now or at the end of the month when their next call is scheduled, but when the stuckness is actually happening. They need guidance without more complexity in their lives. Not, here's another thing for you to add to your calendar, but here's someone in your corner who makes your life easier. When you think about it this way, calls start to look like a pretty inefficient delivery mechanism. And that's because they are. The client has to schedule the call, prepare for the call, show up on camera, present and articulate, remember what they wanted to ask, process your response in real time, try to retain everything afterwards, look at the notes. That's a lot of friction just to get your help. Now compare that to they're stuck, they send you a message, you respond exactly when you want to respond with exactly what they need, and they implement. There's no scheduling, there's no performance. Literally just help when they need it in a format that they can reference forever. And if you're working with clients that say have health things going on, like most of us do, energy conditions or chronic illness or just unpredictability, the flexibility isn't just nice, it's literally essential. They can reach out when they have capacity, they can read your response when they're able to, and there's no pressure to be on at a specific time. When you understand that clients want results, access, and ease, not calls, the whole game changes. You're not taking something away from them. You're literally giving them a better way to get what they actually wanted all along. But knowing this intellectually and actually selling it, those are two different things. So let me show you how to position this so clients see it as a premium, again, which it is. The biggest fear coaches have about going call free is clients will see it as ultimately less valuable, like it's a budget option. Oh, I can't afford the calls, but I can afford call free. Like you're giving them something less. Here's how to flip that completely. The key is leading with what they get, not what they're missing. Let's look at bad positioning. So this doesn't include calls, but you're going to get messaging access to me. Do you feel the energy of that? It sounds like an apology. It sounds like they're getting something less. Here's better positioning. This is completely call free. That means no Zooms. You don't have to add anything to your calendar. You message me anytime you're stuck, and I respond within 24 hours with exactly what you need. It's on your time, not locked into a calendar slot. Same offer, completely different energy. And notice what I did there. Completely call free. I said it confidently, like it's the point, not an asterisk. No Zooms, nothing to add to your calendar. I named the benefit. Less calendar chaos, not less value. You message me anytime. Access. That's premium. I respond within 24 hours or whatever your boundaries are. Clear expectations, professional, boundaried, on your time. That means it's flexible and freedom-filled. The thing they actually want. And for clients or coaches who are juggling caregiving, kids, and aging parents, this language hits different because nothing to add to your calendar isn't just convenient. It's the difference between being able to work with you and not being able to work with you. Fellow folks in the sandwich generation, the over 40 crowd who are dealing with this, like our life doesn't allow for fixed weekly calls. Flexibility makes it possible. Now here's some other language that works. You get direct access to me without the scheduling dance. Help when you need it, not when the calendar says you can have it. This is high touch without any scheduling. We do this completely asynchronously. No calls needed. Now, the word asynchronous is still probably new for most people depending on your niche. So I often say call free or no calls or completely asynchronous. So it is crystal clear. Now, when you position call free confidently as a feature and not a limitation, clients hear and feel the premium. They hear this person has figured out a better way. They hear I get more flexibility, not less value. But what about clients who push back? The ones who say, but I want calls. Let me show you how to handle that. Not every prospect will ultimately embrace call free. Some are going to push back. Some will say that they want calls. Here's how to think about that and ultimately what to offer. First, understand what's usually behind this objection. It's rarely, I love Zoom and I want to be on camera more. Like, which one of your clients is like, I really love Zoom? It's usually one of these. I'm not sure how this is going to work. And calls feel like proof I'm getting something. I'm a verbal processor and I don't know if I can articulate my questions in writing or without you being there with me. I've done async-ish things before and the coach was slow to respond or the responses were just quick and shallow. So the objection isn't really about calls. It's about trust, fit, and possibly past experience. You can address each of these separately. For the trust issue, you share examples. You explain your response windows. You let them know that this is a real and professional system. It's not just Voxer or Telegram access. It's not that you're occasionally checking your phone when you remember. For the processing issue, you reassure them that voice notes are totally fine. You can talk through your questions like you would on a call. I'll listen and respond thoughtfully. For past experience issues, you differentiate. This isn't a course with some community access. This is private and direct and one-on-one support. When you message me, you're getting me, not a team, not a coach, not a delayed response. But sometimes a client genuinely wants some live interaction, and that's okay. This does not have to be an all or nothing type offer. Here's where a hybrid approach comes in. For example, option 1, kick off with an onboarding call. One call at the start to set the tone, understand their goals, build rapport, then transition to call free. That gives them the, we've actually talked feeling and gives you the flexibility for everything after. Option 2, async with an as needed call option. Mostly call free, but they can request a quick 10-minute call when something genuinely needs real-time back and forth. The key is friction so that they submit questions in advance so the call is actually focused and efficient, unlike most 60-minute coaching calls. Most clients rarely use this, but knowing it's available makes them feel safe. The point is, you don't have to be so rigid about never having calls. You can offer a model that's 90% async with strategic live touchpoints. You still get most of the benefits, they still get the flexibility, everybody wins. When someone says, but I want calls, it's usually not about the calls. Again, it's about trust, fit, or fear. Address those and the objection dissolves. And if they genuinely need live interaction, a hybrid model gives you the best of both worlds. So now you know how to position it and how to handle those objections. But here's the part that might surprise you most: how easy this is actually to sell. I've helped hundreds of coaches create and launch their call-free offers. And the thing that surprises most of them isn't necessarily the model, it's how easy it is to sell. And here's what I mean by easy. We're not talking about like big launches or affiliates or like any of those shenanigans. We're not talking about complicated funnels or long sales calls or any of those shenanigans. We're talking about personal outreach, literally just invitations, a few messages to the right people, an invitation to work together in a new way. And coaches add 3, 5, or 10 call-free clients in no time. Not months, weeks, sometimes days. Why does this happen? Because, again, I literally keep coming back to this. Everybody wants this. Your clients are busy. They're burned out on Zoom, whether professionally or personally. We've all had enough with Zoom calls. They've got calendars that are already overflowing. When you offer them premium coaching that doesn't add any calls to their life, it's not a hard sell. It's literally a relief. You're not convincing them to accept something less. You're offering them something better. Think about who's already in your world: past clients, email subscribers, members, people who've bought your courses or maybe attended one of your mini workshops, people who said, I would love to work with you, but I just don't have the time. Those people didn't have time for more calls, but they certainly have availability for async coaching because it doesn't require any availability. When you reach out to them with, hey, I'm offering something new. It's private, completely call-free, or you can say no calls. You message me when you're stuck and I respond within X hours based on your boundaries. There's no Zooms, there's no calendar to watch. Do you want to hear more about this? That message lands differently than, do you want to book a weekly call with me? Or do you want to book a sales call and then get on a call with me every single week or every single month? Your introverted clients have been waiting for someone to offer this. They've been doing call-based coaching and tolerating it, but given the choice, they'd rather work with you in writing or in voice notes or messages. You're offering them the way they've always wished coaching could work. This isn't a complicated sale. It's an obvious yes for the right people. And the right people are probably already in your audience waiting for you to offer them another way. Now, let me pull this all together on exactly what to do next. I'm going to give you a simple framework for taking everything we've just talked about and actually doing something with it. Step 1, get clear on your positioning. Write down how you would describe your call-free offer in 1, 2, or 3 sentences. Use the language we talked about: completely call-free, no Zooms, message me anytime, I respond within whatever your window is, on your time. Read it out loud. Does it sound confident? Does it sound premium? Or does it sound like an apology? Adjust it until it's something you're proud to offer your people. Step 2, decide on your ultimate model. Are you going to go 100% call free, or are you going to go a hybrid, maybe with an onboarding call, or async with an occasional call option? There's no wrong answer here, but ultimately decide intentionally based on you, your preferences, and your clients. Don't leave it vague. And personally, if you also find yourself in the sandwich generation, pick the model that gives you the most flexibility. That probably means as few scheduled calls as possible. Your clients are going to adapt to whatever you offer confidently. Step 3, think about who already knows you. Make a list of 10 or 20 people who might be perfect for this. Past clients who loved working with you, people who've bought your stuff but never worked with you one-on-one, people who said, I wish I could, but I don't have time. Those are your first call-free clients. Some of them may already be your current clients. You just transition them to call-free. Step 4, reach out personally. This isn't a mass email. This is not a social media announcement post. This is not a new story. It's a personal message. Hey, name, I'm trying something new. It's private, one-on-one, and requires no calls. It's completely asynchronous. You can message me when you're stuck, and I respond within 24 hours. Again, no Zooms to schedule, no calls, no calendar chaos. I think this might be a fit for where you're at. Do you want me to share more details? That's it. Low pressure, personal, an invitation, and not a pitch. And step 5, well, actually trust the model. You see, if you're worried about delivering results without calls, trust the process. You'll be surprised at how much better your responses are when you actually have time to think about them. So not just your first response like on a call, but your best response after you've had time to process. And you'll be surprised at how much faster clients implement when they get help in real time instead of waiting until the next call. Give it 30 days, support clients fully, watch what happens. You'll have your proof. Now, the best part, this doesn't require a big launch or a complicated funnel. It just requires clarity, confidence, and just a couple of conversations with the right people. So let's bring it back to where we started. But my clients expect calls. Here's what I want you to walk away with. Clients, they don't want calls. They want results. They want access, and they want ease. Calls are just what they've been given. When you offer something better, again, clearly and confidently, they do not resist it. They're relieved. Your busy clients don't want more calendar commitments. Your introverted clients don't want more time on Zoom. Your overwhelmed clients don't want another thing to schedule. They just want help on their time without the friction. That is what you're offering. And that is why it's easier to sell than you think. Now, if you want to go deeper on exactly how to build and sell a call-free offer, the positioning, the pricing, the boundaries, the onboarding, I cover that in the call-free coaching workshop. It's 60 minutes and it's on demand. And I show you step by step how to launch this in your business. Again, even if your clients have always expected calls. The link is below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.